Hello Hong Kong, it's Russell Markham here, and I'm really excited to announce that we have VV7 7 Hong Kong, and you can download it right now and make use of it. We're going to have the official launch next month where I'll show you how to use the system in great detail, but right now you can get access to VV7 7 Hong Kong. So you may have seen in your email recently over the last 2 or 3 days, you would have got an email allowing you to upgrade to the all-new VV7 7 Hong Kong. Now if you haven't received the email, call our toll-free support number, that's Hong Kong toll-free on 800-962-139, and the team will allow for you to get your free upgrade. Now this is assuming that you've already got VV7 6 for Hong Kong. So if you've got VV7 6 for Hong Kong, you can get a free upgrade to VV7 7. So when you first log into VV7 7 Hong Kong per the Welcome tab, you'll note that we've got interactive tutorials now on how to build a watch list. We have interactive tutorials for how to read graphs. And we also have a special instructional guide here for how to follow the color guard. If I move over to the Home tab here, this is VV7 homepage. And you'll see there's a lot of gadgets on the home page. Each one of these square boxes here is a gadget. Now the great thing is that you can move these around accordingly. So you can move them around wherever you wish. Where you notice spanner tool here, you can click on configure and you can make appropriate changes. So to demonstrate, let's say per our quick list over here, let's say I wanted to track a few extra shares. So if I wanted to go and track a given share, for instance, I could put it in, push enter, close down the spanner, and there it is. I can now track my shares going forward every day. In addition, if I looked at the mini graph, for example, if I click on the configure button again, I could make it, let's say, a medium graph. I could change graph to, let's say, being a buy to sell ratio graph. I could move it around to where it's more appropriate for me. And let's say I wanted to change the color. There it is. It's as simple as that. If I want to get rid of it, I could simply close it right down. If I need to go and add the gadget back in again, I click on the modify button up here, the configure button, and I can move down accordingly and go and add in whatever I wish. Now let's just say you made a mess of your home page. You moved it around and you weren't quite sure how to restore it. No problems. You can't break the system. If you click on application settings, you can simply go and restore the home page layout. There it is. And I push OK, and here it is, right back there for me again. Now in addition to the home page layout, we also give you a dashboard. The dashboard allows for you to select certain gadgets that you want to follow around wherever you may be in VV7. So if I move across to the dashboard here, on the double up arrow, I click up, and here it is. These gadgets will follow me no matter where I go in VV7. So if I move over to timing or views or graphs or Unisearch, it will follow me wherever I go. Alright, so let's close it back down and move back to the home page. Now before I show you some more functionality in VV7 7, I want to show you where you can come and see me next month. Okay, by the time you watch this video, it may already be next month. So I want to show you where I'm going to be on the 13th of June. So on the 13th of June, I'll be officially launching VV7 7 in central Hong Kong. So let me show you where. So if I go to www.vectorvest.hk, this is our website. So VV7 Hong Kong website. And if I click on training, per the training tab here, I click on the Hong Kong flag, and you'll see live events. Income and Capital Growth Investors Workshop on the 13th of June. If I click on that, you get the description of where it's at and what it's all about, and you can click to register. Right, so www.vectorvest.hk, you then click on training. Once you've clicked on training, you can click on the Income and Capital Growth Investors Workshop. Once that loads up, you can click and register for your attendance. Okay, so places are filling up fast. I'd highly recommend, if you're thinking about it, lock your place in now. Alright, so I've gone back to VectorVest Hong Kong. What I want to show you today is I want to show you some very powerful functionality within VectorVest. One of the most powerful aspects of VectorVest 7, apart from market timing, is the ability for us to backtest just about any type of scenario. So let me demonstrate. If I click on the backtester tool here, you can watch some backtesting videos. Once you feel comfortable, hop into the backtester. So click on backtest an idea, and I just want to give you a quick demonstration of a backtest. So the functionality we now offer in VectorVest 7 is great. You can get confidence in the type of strategy that you'd like to build. So let me demonstrate. First thing first, let me go and modify the name. So what I want to do here is I want to find some really powerful upward moving stocks, some hot stocks that are going to move upwards in a very fast manner that are sustainable. So one I want to look for here, one called hottest stocks. Right, so if I type in the name here, hottest stocks, let's load that up and let's get to it. So I'm going to assume that I'm going to trade with $100,000. Right, now if you want to dial that down, you can change the value accordingly. I'm not going to assume I use any margin or any interest, and I'm going to execute my buys and sells on the next day's open. In other words, when I get the signal to go into the market, I'll only take action on the next day. So I push OK, and now I click on build your trading system here. So I click on that. First things first, VectorVest is going to ask you what market timing do you want to apply. You'll see that we've got some new market timing signals. Come and see me at the launch. You won't be disappointed. I'll go through in a lot of detail per the GLB RT kicker. I'll explain that in a lot of detail at the launch. But for now, I'm going to select the GLB RT kicker. Automation rules up. Where I'm going to go now is I'm going to go down to searches, special searches. So if I move down here, searches, special searches, and I'm going to load up a search called hottest growth stocks. So if I scroll down a bit further here, hottest growth stocks. Find stocks that are buy rated. The stocks are sorted by the best combinations of growth and price momentum. Isn't that a good type of search right now in the current market? You're going to be finding shares with excellent fundamentals and technicals, stocks with good growth potential that are moving upwards in a nice consistent manner. Right, so I'm going to select the hottest growth stocks. Stop criteria. You'll notice there's a lot of new stop criteria now. Come along to the launch to find out more about it. But what I'm going to do here is I'm going to select a gain-loss percentage. How about that? So I'll select 25% gain. And if I make more than, let's say, a 12% loss, I'll cut my losses. If I make 25%, I'll take my profits. You'll see over here, simulate intraday stops. Come along to the launch. I'm going to show you why this feature is so powerful in VectorVest 7. On more settings here, I'm going to dial it down to 5 positions. I'm not going to close any open position that I may have open. When I go into the market, I'm going to buy 2 at a time. So every time I get a signal to go in, I'll slowly trickle my money going into the market. Now in Hong Kong, we buy in round lots. I'm not going to limit any repurchases, but you have functionality to dial it up or down accordingly. And I'm going to leave it per the standard settings here. Don't buy any stocks if it violates stop criteria at purchase, and I'm going to only own no more than 10%, okay, of a company, and you can dial that up or down accordingly. Now for automation rules down, so if I get an exit signal to go out of the market, I'm simply going to go to cash. I'm going to click on finish, and let's go and test this over a couple of years. Let's go back to 2012, and let's choose, let's say, the 2nd of February 2012. We'll run it up until the 27th of May this year. I push OK, and I push finish and run. Okay, so it's chugging away, it's calculating. Here it is, it's running through pretty quickly. We can start to see our gains and losses, our annualized returns. Let's see how this one stacks up. And it's just about finished, and it's through, and it's just about finished. Let's see, it's running a bit further, And here we are. Look at that. Recently we've seen some big money coming in from Shanghai. I'll just move this away over here. Look at that massive surge. So this search is doing exactly what we want it to do. It's finding us the hottest stocks. This search is very appropriate for current market conditions. And if I minimize this back down, this search has annualized 46% a year. A whopping 46% annualized return on average per year. Not too bad. Alright, so if you're interested in building these types of searches, come and see me. This is just one of many of the searches that we can run now using the VectorVest 7 platform. One last thing before I go. If you move over to the home page, and what I'll do over here is I'll restore the defaults. In fact, we already had restored the defaults, so I think it's exactly how it will look on your computer right now. But you'll notice that there's a gadget here called the Midas Touch. The Midas Touch allows us to pick up shares with the best price momentum right now. And if I look right on the home page here, Forefront Group, all I have to do is right click and I can click on View Stock Graph. If I load up View Stock Graph, you'll see we've got a lot of different market timing layouts and graph layouts per the VectorVest 7 system. I'm just going to simply put it onto VectorVest Simple. Look how the share has performed. Wow, brilliant returns. Okay, this is right from your home page. It's identifying the shares with some of the best momentum currently in the market. There's one excellent share. If I close it back out, look at the second one on the list, Hong Kong Ferry. Right click, View Stock Graph. We'll fire that one up. Wow, look at that. This has gone from $9 to over $12 just in a couple of days. All of this functionality is within the home page of the VectorVest 7 system. So once again, let's just go back to www.vectorvest.hk. Alright, so www.vectorvest.hk, click on Training, click on Hong Kong, under Live Events, Income and Capital Growth Investors Workshop. You can click on here and then register. Okay, or if I close that back out, on the home page here, if you move over here, you can just simply click on Register. Alright, so for those of you that are using VectorVest 6, please make sure you upgrade. Keep a lookout for the email allowing for you to upgrade. If you haven't received the email, give us a call, 800-962-139. I'm really excited about the VectorVest 7 launch. Come and see me in June the 13th. Look forward to seeing you shortly. In the interim, upgrade yourself to VectorVest 7 and get ready for the product launch. You won't be disappointed. Look forward to seeing you soon. Bye-bye.